Brock Lesnar just showed up with a new look and WWE is hiding the truth from all of us. You were supposed to believe it. You were supposed to sit there with tears in your eyes, watch that video package play on Raw, listen to Godsmack blast through the speakers, watch Roman Reigns and Dave Bautista and JBL reminisce about the greatest monster this industry has ever produced, and you were supposed to accept that Brock Lesnar was done, finished, retired, a museum piece, a memory. You were supposed to close that chapter of wrestling history, dry your eyes, and move on, and WWE was counting on that. They were counting on you being emotional enough, loyal enough, and heartbroken enough to just swallow this whole thing without asking the questions that desperately need to be asked. But we are not doing that today, because the truth is starting to leak out from inside WWE headquarters, from the people who are actually in those meetings, from the journalists who have spent careers building sources inside this company, and what they are saying should make every single one of you furious. WWE is now pushing hard to get one more match out of Lesnar, and the company wants that match to happen at SummerSlam 2026, set for August 1st and 2nd at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Wrestling World, https://www.wrestling-world.com/news/WWE-40439/WWE-legend-retires-at-WrestleMania-42. Let me say that again so it sinks in. The retirement you watched at WrestleMania 42? The boots left in the ring? The tears? The Heyman hug? The thank you, Brock chants that shook Allegiant Stadium? WWE wants more. And if the sources are right, if the plan is already in motion, then everything you witnessed at WrestleMania was not the end of Brock Lesnar's story. It was the beginning of his final act. Comment right now, are you buying that Brock Lesnar is truly retired, or does this whole thing smell like the greatest setup in modern wrestling history? Let us go back to WrestleMania 42. Night 2. Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. The opening match. In the opening bout of Night 2, Brock Lesnar suffered a decisive loss to rising star Oba Femi inside Allegiant Stadium. After a hard-fought few minutes, Femi landed his signature fall from grace and scored the pinfall that sent the packed crowd into stunned silence. What came next is already being called one of the most poignant send-offs in WWE history. Instead of charging back to the locker room, Lesnar remained in the ring, visibly moved. With chants of thank you, Brock echoing around the arena, he slowly removed his gloves and boots and set them in the center of the canvas, a powerful, unspoken symbol widely understood in wrestling as a retirement gesture. There were no press announcements, no scripted promos. Call now, https://www/WWE-results-winners-April-20-202604. Just a man, alone in a ring, stripped of everything you walked in with, staring out at tens of thousands of fans who had spent over 2 decades watching him conquer every opponent, every title, every legend this industry had to offer. It was stunning, it was emotional, it felt real. But here is where things get complicated. WWE has not issued an official retirement announcement, Triple H has given a carefully worded response, and backstage reports suggest the moment may have caught even WWE officials off guard. Yahoo Sports, https://sports.yahoo.com/wrestling/breaking-news/live/WWE-wrestling after-wrestlemania-42-live/live-surprises-tonight-from-las-vegas-221553120.html. Think about that. The biggest retirement moment since The Undertaker, and WWE's own officials were blindsided. According to Body Slam, many within WWE were under the impression that Lesnar would retire at SummerSlam 2026 in August, not at WrestleMania 42. SummerSlam takes place in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Lesnar's adopted hometown and the city where he built his sporting legacy at the University of Minnesota. Yahoo Sports, https://sports.yahoo.com/wrestling/breaking-news/live/WWE-wrestling-after-wrestlemania-42-live-surprises-tonight-from-las-vegas-221553120.html. So either Brock Lesnar went rogue and retired earlier than planned, or this is the most elaborately constructed storytelling setup WWE has attempted since CM Punk's famous pipe bomb in 2011. After a relatively unceremonious retirement on Sunday night in Las Vegas, Brock Lesnar did not appear on Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. Instead, the promotion aired a video package that appeared hastily thrown together, featuring old interviews with a number of key names. Slam Wrestling, https://slamwrestling.net/news/WWE-raw-results-April-20-2026. Now stop right there. Hastily thrown together. Those words matter enormously. If WWE had known for months that WrestleMania 42 was Brock Lesnar's farewell, if this had been a carefully planned, scripted retirement arc the way John Cena's was, the tribute package would have been a cinematic masterpiece. It would have taken months to produce. It would have been the kind of video that makes you want to stand up and applaud in your living room. Instead, what aired on Raw looked like a production team scrambling overnight to put something together because nobody saw this coming. Monday night's show saw the video, set to Godsmack's I Stand Alone play, which ran through his life and career highlights. It featured comments by Roman Reigns, Dave Bautista, John Layfield and more. Wrestling Attitude, https://www.wrestlingattitude.com/2026/04/ Jacob-Fatu-Challenges-Roman-Reigns-Backlash.html, and then Paul Heyman appeared with Logan Paul and Austin Theory, berating production about putting Brock Lesnar in the now section of the then, now, forever montage during the start of the show. He stated that Brock is not now anymore, and he belongs forever, because he's the baddest ever to step foot in a WWE ring. Pro Wrestling Torch, https://www.pwtorch.com/site/2026/04/WWE-Raw-Hustle/2020/Finn-Liv-Morgan. The emotion in Heyman's voice was undeniable. But Paul Heyman, the greatest mind in professional wrestling, is also the greatest performer in professional wrestling. And when Paul Heyman is emotional, you always have to ask yourself, is this real, or is this the greatest work of art you have ever witnessed? And here is where everything changes. Because Dave Meltzer, the most connected journalist in the history of this industry, dropped a report that should be the headline on every wrestling news channel on the internet. According to Dave Meltzer on Wrestling Observer Radio, the internal belief within WWE is that Lesnar has not officially retired. I will only say that based on people in WWE, they believe he's not retiring yet, although he is retiring at some point probably this year. I don't know that anyone knows. This might be one of those things where everything is being kept quiet, like the Seth Rollins thing. A couple of people have mentioned it, that's the belief. We'll see. Cage Side Seats, https://www.cagesidecits.com/www/43600/APR-2007/Raw-Recap-Reactions-Oba-Femi-CM-Punk-Raw-Heyman After Wrestlemania. Read that quote carefully. The people inside WWE believe he is coming back. And the comparison Meltzer draws to the Seth Rollins fake injury is not accidental. That was a situation where WWE kept a secret so tightly that even people within the company were convinced something was real when it was, in fact, a storyline. If the same approach is being applied to Brock Lesnar's retirement, if this whole emotional WrestleMania send-off is a work designed to generate maximum sympathy before a dramatic return, then Triple H and creative just executed one of the greatest long-term story beats in wrestling history. And we all fell for it completely. Now let us talk about the piece of this puzzle that nobody seems to be connecting loudly enough. Because there is a debt outstanding in WWE right now. A massive, uncomfortable, looming debt, and the man it is owed to is the ring general himself, Gunther. Paul Heyman now owes Gunther a huge favor for taking care of his Seth Rollins problem at WrestleMania 42. If Gunther tries to shake Heyman down over that favor, babyface Brock might just have to show up to save his longtime advocate, setting up his actual retirement match for SummerSlam Minnesota. Fightful, https://fightful.com/wrestling/Roman-Reigns-Laid-Out-Fatu-Late-816-WWE-SmackDown. Think about the storytelling perfection of that scenario. Gunther, the career killer who has already retired Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles, going to Paul Heyman week after week and demanding his favor be repaid. Heyman stalling, deflecting, trying to buy time. The perfect scenario sees Gunther going up to Paul Heyman week after week, asking if Brock Lesnar is truly retired and demanding that he return. When it finally becomes clear Brock won't be returning, Gunther takes it out on his friend and beats the holy hell out of Heyman. If that doesn't get Lesnar to return, nothing will. It sets up a moment where an angry Lesnar comes back for one last match at SummerSlam in his home state of Minnesota. For 11mania, https://411mania.com/wrestling/backstage-update-retirement-status-WrestleMania-42. If WWE books that if they put Gunther's hands on Paul Heyman, and the cameras cut to Brock Lesnar, whatever he looks like, whatever farm he came off, whatever beard or ponytail or cowboy hat he walks out with, the roof of US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis will blow completely off. Gunther has already established himself as the resident career killer in WWE, having already retired Bill Goldberg, John Cena, and AJ Styles, all in the span of just 8 months. Sportskeeda, https://www.sportskeeda.com/www-leave-major-wrestlemania-4-2-Brock-Lesnar-Fight-Next-Opponent-Revealed, Lesnar vs. Gunther. The Beast vs. The Ring General. the last match of one of the greatest careers in the history of this business. In Brock Lesnar's backyard. That is not just a match. That is a moment that belongs in the wrestling history books forever. Now here is something that feeds directly into the question of whether this retirement is real or a work. Because every single time Brock Lesnar has stepped away from professional wrestling and then come back, he has come back with a new look. After his absence following WrestleMania 36, Lesnar returned sporting a cowboy/farmer look, a beard and ponytail that completely transformed his image from the buzzcut bruiser fans were used to seeing. Yahoo Sports, https://sports.yahoo.com/articles/wwes-oba-femi-calls-roman-181268006.html. It was a different Brock. A rawer, more rugged, more dangerous-looking Brock. A Brock that felt like he had been living off the land in Saskatchewan and was not entirely sure he wanted to come back, but came back anyway because the money was right and the moment was too big to ignore. History is now telling us something. When Brock Lesnar disappears onto that farm, he does not just sit there unchanged. The man transforms. And when he walks back through that curtain, if he walks back through that curtain at SummerSlam Minneapolis, do not be surprised if the WWE Universe sees a version of Brock Lesnar they have never quite seen before. Older, harder, more emotionally available than the beast of years past. A man who does not want to fight but is being pulled back in by loyalty, by love for Heyman, and by the one opponent who has been circling his legacy for over a year without ever getting his hands on him. The connection to Minneapolis is quite personal. Lesnar went to the University of Minnesota and has been billed from Minneapolis his entire WWE career. Wrestling World, https://www.wrestling-world.com/news/news/wwe/40439/wwe-retires-at-WrestleMania-42. For a man who built his legend on amateur wrestling mats in that state, who trained his body into something inhuman in those gyms, who became an NCAA champion before he ever set foot in a WWE ring, there is a poetry to ending it all in Minneapolis that no other city could match. A formal retirement match, possibly against Gunther at SummerSlam, with Gunther attempting to officially end Lesnar's career, would be a marquee match with a built-in storyline. The SummerSlam 2026 factor is also significant. SummerSlam takes place in Minneapolis on August 1st to 2nd, and Lesnar has deep ties to the city. The Dakia, https://thetakia.com/sports/wwe/is-brock-lesnar-officially-retired-WrestleMania-42-2026. WWE knows this. Triple H knows this. And if there is any shred of truth to what Meltzer and WrestleVotes and every credible source in this business is saying right now, then what you watched at WrestleMania 42 was not the end. It was the beginning of the most emotionally devastating retirement arc WWE has produced since The Undertaker's farewell. The boots left in the ring, the tears, the tribute package on Raw, the Heyman promo, all of it. One long, beautifully executed, heartbreaking setup for the moment Brock Lesnar walks into a Minneapolis arena in his hometown and tells the crowd for real this time that he is done. Here is the bottom line. The wrestling world is divided right now. Half of you believe what you saw at WrestleMania was genuine, a man who decided in the moment, in the emotion of losing to Oba-Femi, that his time was up. The other half, the half that has watched this business long enough to know that nothing is ever exactly what it looks like, suspects that Brock Lesnar's greatest final act is still ahead of us. And here is what I know with absolute certainty. WWE is not done with Brock Lesnar. The company is pushing hard for one more match. The plan is SummerSlam Minneapolis. The opponent is being worked out behind closed doors right now. Wrestling World, https://www.wrestling-world.com/news/news/wwe/40439/wwe-legend-retires-at-WrestleMania-42. Whether that opponent is Gunther collecting his debt from Heyman, or someone else entirely, the road that started when Oba-Femi pinned the Beast at WrestleMania 42 is leading somewhere extraordinary. And when Brock Lesnar walks through that curtain one final time, and whatever new look he brings off that farm in Saskatchewan, this entire WWE universe is going to lose their collective minds. Drop a comment right now. Do you think Brock Lesnar is coming back? Is this the greatest retirement work in wrestling history? And are you ready for Brock versus Gunther at SummerSlam Minneapolis? Because I am already losing sleep over it. If you are not subscribed to Wrestling News CC, do it right now. Smash that like button, share this video everywhere, because this story is far from over, and you do not want to miss the moment the Beast returns.